Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video. With that, let's get into it. Bakugou was confident in many areas of his life. It was reassuring at many times that he never had to worry about him being insecure about himself. He had his ups and downs, as anyone did, and he understood that perfectly. He was human after all, and he was only bound to break under the pressure. However, it did not justify how he was losing his trust in you. In the past few months, you could feel your relationship become more strained. As such, today you decided to go out with the Bakugou squad, along with Bakugou, to loosen things up a little and maybe fix things up. He wasn't as talkative with you as he used to be, always telling you about his troubles. He always seemed to be bottling up something he never told you about. And today was the time that bottle exploded. The alcohol probably wasn't a good idea, considering that Bakugou was already noticeably past on the way to the house party. He seemed angrier than usual, but everyone had assumed that it was just another one of his mood swings, a normal thing he'd get over sooner or later. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. Your friends looked at each other with worry beyond the door to the room you two were in. Despite the party lights and the booming stereo, they could hear the angry muffled yelling you two were doing. If anything, you and Bakugou were imperiled when it came to being loud. And from the moment you two started dating, everyone knew that it was going to cause problems. Sooner or later, you were 100% drunk, but you were also 110% sure this man was telling you to stay away from your friend, and your best friend at that. You shook your head. If it's one thing you have, it's audacity. You sassily quit, and you swore I could hear him growl. But at that time, your drunk, angry self couldn't care less. "I'm not playing with you, Anne," he snapped, with too much fight than you cared to hear. "I want you to stay away from that two-back-dyed bastard." "You always do this. Shinzo's my friend, and it will stay that way." The redness in his ears wasn't only from the drinks, as his nostrils flared with barely contained irritation and anger. "Friend my ass, did you even see the way he was looking at you? He even had the nerve to grab you in front of me. He was moving me out of the way. You're just being delusional. He filled you up is what he did. Do you think I'm blind, Mayan?" he yelled, believing what he thought. In reality, he knew he was just jealous. This wasn't the truth, yet he could deign to believe that he was always right, as he always did with everything else. You smacked your teeth against each other, entirely done with the argument. You weren't getting anywhere with this, and it irritated you. Now you're just being delusional. Bakugou pinched the bridge of his nose and blew out in a desperate attempt to calm himself down, a feat even he was surprised about, considering the situation. Bakugou tried. He always did his best for you, and as such, he tried his hardest to not be as explosive, to rein in his emotions for your sake. but his jealousy burned hot within his veins. Why, Anne, I'm asking you, as your man, to put some distance between you and Shinzo, he loudly warned. Maybe it was the wrong thing to say, but the words flew out of your mouth before you could even process them or stop them. Like hell I will. He thought she's been here longer than you have by years. I'm not going to drop him just because you feel insecure. That withered away any form of self-restraint Katsuki had left. He felt exposed and hurt, and dealt with it the best way he knew how. His hazy brain clouded over with anger, and he went on the defensive. I bet you want him. Excuse me? No, I don't. What's wrong with you? You're probably dating behind my back. He dryly laughed. Am I not good enough anymore? Is that it? You were quickly sobering up. What the hell? Of course not. I'm not a damn cheater. Then why would you cut him off, damn it? Your voices rose in volumes too high for comfort. The crackle in his palms didn't scare you one bit, but it was enough for Kirishima and Mina to come in and try to separate you two. You ignored their pleading, and the two of you found each other in the other's face. Why are you so jealous? Because he's taking you away from me. He's not. It's so easy for you to defend him, and probably just as easy for you to. A resounding slap cut him short. That seemed to snap him out of whatever alcohol-induced rage he was in. However, Bakugou only had a moment to register the expression of disgust before Kirishima pulled him away. You're an asshole, Katsuki, was the last thing he said before Mina led into the hallway. Kirishima watched his friend's breathing turn ragged with each puff. Come on, man. Let's just... Damn it! Katsuki roared before throwing a nearby bottle to the floor. He fisted his hair and clenched his teeth. He messed up, big time, and he couldn't even fix it right now. And as upset as he was with himself, he couldn't help but be even angrier at the thought of who he'd run to first. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I hope you enjoyed listening to this as much as I did making it. Anyway, goodbye.